Good morning, Brethren Village.
Welcome to our July edition. As you can see, we're all decked out for the 4th of July.
Kelly, do you know what my favorite thing about the 4th of July is?
What?
Fireworks.
Oh, do you know, fun fact, do you know when the first fireworks were used in a 4th of July celebration? 1777.
Wow.
That was a long time ago.
That was a lot longer than I thought it would have been.
We are using them, for a while. Also, do you know what president was in the White House for the very first 4th of July celebration?
I do know that one. Thomas Jefferson.
She's correct. It is Thomas Jefferson. Okay, last one.
Okay, I'm ready for it.
All right? Mm-hmm. What newspaper was the first one to publish the Declaration of Independence?
The Washington Post?
No. It is the Pennsylvania Evening Post.
Way to go, PA.
I know, right?
Awesome.
We were,
We're happening.
we are.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to our very first BV morning show with Becca and Kelly in our brand new studio. I'm Becca Carver, Aquatics Manager.
And I'm Kelly Collier, Director of Residential Activities.
And we have a great show for you planned.
Let me let you know a little bit about how the show is going to be structured every month. So we will be talking about the previous month and highlighting some of the events that have happened, because you may not have gotten to everything that has happened on campus.
Yes.
So we're going to feature a little bit of that. Then we're going to move forward and we're going to talk about things that are happening in the current month. Things that you're going to want to mark your calendars and not forget.
Absolutely.
And then the best part,
I'm really excited,
is we are going to be coming to you from a location here on campus, and you are going to have to guess where we are.
So make sure you stay tuned to the end of the show to find out where in the BV world Becca and Kelly are.
Yes. Let's recap what happened in the month of June.
There was a lot happening.
There was. On June 11th, Vivian Ziegler,
A resident here on campus.
yes, did a book signing in Fellowship Hall. She also does our morning devotions every Saturday and Sunday. So she had gotten a lot of requests from residents asking her to write down those devotions from her. So she decided to create a book. So let's go out to Vivian and see how she thinks it went.
Well, it's been an exciting day. It's interesting to see the people coming in who I never see on a Saturday morning, because I'm talking to an empty chapel. But they're coming in and they're very generous in what they're excited too about giving to the Samaritan Fund, and that makes me excited. Thank you to Brethren Village, and thank you to all the people who have been so generous and come in and said nice things about how they appreciate the Saturday mornings and how they appreciate the devotions and how they enjoy living here at Brethren Village.
Thanks, Vivian.
Yes, Vivian sold 65 books and raised $515 for the Good Samaritan Fund.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, thank you all for your generosity.
Also, during the month of June, on Thursday, June 14th, we held our summer soiree outside of Fieldcrest.
Do you mean Beatlemania?
I do mean Beatlemania. Let's take a closer look.
450 prospects joined 400 BV residents for dinner and entertainment under the tent outside of Fieldcrest. We enjoyed a Beatles cover band and a magician.
As you can all see, it was a pretty fun night.
Definitely seems like it. On Tuesday, June 19th, we held our wellness sports banquet in Wolf Auditorium. So let's take a closer look at that.
This is the 2018 sports celebration here in Wolf Auditorium. The people that were invited to this event have participated in wellness sports activities over the last year, and we come together to celebrate them. They get a little certificate, there's a little bit of light lunch, and it's a great time. We do have a guest speaker this year, Senior Olympian Heidi Mobius, to talk to our residents.
Congratulations to everyone again who was invited to the sports banquet, and we hope to see you next year.
Well, we also got to do a very large elite bus trip. On June 24th, we went the whole way down to Nashville, Tennessee.
What?
Yes, 23 residents and myself boarded the elite coach, and we took the long journey the whole way down. Here's some pictures documenting our events. On day 2, while we were in Kentucky, we arrived at the Ark Encounter. We toured around in the morning, and then at 1 p.m. departed to travel the rest of the way to Nashville, Tennessee. That evening, we had dinner at the Opry Mills Mall, followed by a walking tour of the Wax Museum. On day 3, we enjoyed only in Nashville city tour from the comfort of our coach. That afternoon, we did a behind-the-scenes tour at the Grand Ole Opry, and then enjoyed some nightlife of Nashville that evening. Day 4, we did a walking tour of the Belle Mean Plantation. In the afternoon, we did a guided tour of the Patsy Cline Museum, followed by a stop at the Goo Goo Bar candy shop. We also, a short distance away, traveled to the Country Music Hall of Fame. That evening, we enjoyed a live Grand Ole Opry radio performance. Day 5, we departed from Nashville, Tennessee, traveling to Louisville, Kentucky, where we arrived at the Churchill Downs Derby Museum and Cafe for lunch. We enjoyed a tour around the Derby and then departed that afternoon.
Well, it definitely looked like you guys had a good time down there in Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, we had a blast down in Nashville. It was a boot-kicking good time.
So Kelly and I just experienced the Dementia Simulation that was put on by the Courtyard's team members, and it was definitely an eye-opening and intense experience. Kelly, what did you think?
Well, it was very eye-opening, especially because I have my grandmother lives here on campus of Brother Village and is diagnosed with dementia. So for me, it gave me a different perspective of her daily struggles and how it takes a lot for her to figure out maybe what I'm saying, and she may not understand every word that's coming out of my mouth. And a task could be very frustrating. As you will see in the video, as you and I both went through, we both had different reactions to how we felt at the moment. And I think our different personalities showed a little bit as that all unfolded.
Take a look at a little bit of a clip that we have from our tour, and then be on the lookout for the entire video a little bit later on.
So what's your biggest difficulty?
I can't see anything.
Okay.
Like, I literally can't see it. Like, I can't feel anything in my fingertips. But the fact that I can't even see you. Like, I'm
Okay.
fairly confident you're somewhere over here.
Okay.
And then there's constant white noise happening. So I'm only half hearing bits and pieces of what you're saying. Like, somebody's like talking to me.
Okay. So can you imagine living in downtown Lancaster
No,
in an
there's
apartment?
no way. I don't understand how anyone could function like this.
But I think I had to do something with these. I don't know if I'm supposed to sort them. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
What's your most frustrating feature?
Well, I can't really feel my fingertips, so to make them try to do what it needs to do, plus I can't see even half of the item, I can barely see it, so to be able to fold, I don't know what I'm doing, so it probably is not correct in any way, shape, or form.
Becca, some of the residents have asked me, do we have monthly health talks here at Brother Village?
We do. Doctors and Moms Health Talks are the fourth Wednesday of every month at 10 a.m. in Wolf Auditorium. And she has a variety of different topics with specialists from UPMC Pinnacle to discuss them with our residents. So let's take a peek and see how June's went.
Everyone in a person's life can be instrumental in preventing and helping a person who is suffering to get help. We need to work together as families, communities, professional, clergy, every aspect of someone's life.
That seems really interesting. But what happens if I can't make it on the fourth Wednesday?
Well, there's 2 ways to watch a full recap of the Health Talks, and you can tune in to Channel 4 on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 1:30 p.m. and 5:30 p.m., or you can check out our YouTube channel.
Oh, that's available anytime, isn't it?
Yes, the YouTube channel.
All right.
Kelly, did you know that BV now has yoga classes?
You mean yoga like mat on the ground?
Well, we have 2. We have mat and we have yoga you can do in a chair.
Really? Yes. In a chair?
In a chair. It has become so popular. We now have a total of 4 yoga classes here on campus.
Oh,
it is the hot new thing to do.
Oh.
Yes, and we have Vicki, our instructor, here to tell us a little bit more about yoga. Vicki?
The classes here are designed to meet the specific needs of the students in each class. And unlike many other forms of exercise, yoga requires focused attention, and exercises are performed with the breath.
Wow, Vicki, thanks for that information. I really didn't know that about yoga.
Yes, it is very interesting, and the entire video will be shown in 3 different locations: Daily News, YouTube TV, and BV TV. So make sure to check that out to get the entire scoop about yoga.
All right.
Kelly, I hear you have some really exciting news to share with our residents.
Okay, it's not what you're thinking. I'm not pregnant. All right? No, I have some really good, exciting news. I got to hire someone for in my department.
That is fantastic because you need some help.
I do need some help. So, many of you may have run into Milena Risbin. She has been an employee here at Brethren Village for 12 years, worked in terrace crossings activities. So she will be coming on board with me in July 2. Starting. So
that is very exciting.
It is exciting. So stay tuned. Next month, we will be featuring her in a video so that you can all get to know her a little bit deeper.
That sounds fantastic.
All right.
Well, I think that pretty much sums up June.
Yep.
And that's the way the cookie crumbled.
All right. So let's see what's cooking for July.
Ooh. So the month of July has a lot going on. So where can our residents go to get all of the information? The scoop, if you will.
The scoop. All right. Well, in order to get the scoop, you can get it in 2 different ways. So the residential living calendar will list all of the day trips and all of the things and events that will be happening in the month of July.
And where do they get that?
You will get that in your mailbox. So, do not file 13 that. Keep it and read it. Also, the daily news is another good way that we communicate here around campus. So you will be able to look at any of the upcoming events coming in daily news. There's also links to YouTube videos in there as well. If you do not subscribe to our daily news, email. Allie Black's phone number and email address will be at the bottom of the screen down here. That is what you will want to call or email in order to get enlisted in that.
And what is your favorite thing that is happening in the month of July?
Well, my favorite thing will be our Cruising Around the World event.
That sounds interesting.
Yes, that is happening July 19th.
Mark that on your calendar.
Yes, July 19th at noon, from noon to 3 p.m. We are going to be going down to the new Northside Court since it's finished.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Yeah, so we are going to have the Red Rose Car Club come, and we're going to have about 26 cars line the promenade there, and then you will be able to enjoy some food. And
everybody loves food.
Everyone does love food. And going around and looking at the cars. Now, we will be featuring 4 different countries, and we will have food from those 4 different countries for you to enjoy. Each food will be a la carte, so you will be able to purchase, I believe we have poutine, which is, poutine.
I'm not sure about that.
French fries with...
I love French fries.
Beef gravy and cheese curds as well.
Okay, so, that sounds better. French fries. Start with the French fries.
So we will
lead
have
with that.
Yes. So we will have food from there, so you can enjoy that as you're cruising around looking at cars.
That sounds like a really fun time. So as Kelly said, make sure to check out the July calendar for all that's happening here at BV. Okay, Kelly, I'm sure our residents are waiting with bated breath to find out what the Did You Know segment is. And I think they're probably dying because it is very exciting. So tell us.
Okay, well, the Did You Know segment is we are going to feature areas here on campus that either you cannot access or you didn't know existed here in Brethren Village. So we will go and we'll film there so that you get to take a little bit of a behind-the-scenes tour of what really happens here at Brethren Village.
Well, that sounds like the most fun ever. So I'm going.
All right, well, I guess we got to go to our location now.
Kelly! Kelly!
Becca?
Kelly!
Becca. Over here, Becca! Over here!
Kelly, what did you drag me into?
Well,
where are we?
Okay, well, let me get you some centrally located. Over there would be Village Center.
Okay, yes, I see it.
Right in front of us is the chapel roof.
Yes.
Okay, and behind us is Oakwood House.
Oh, I see the pool roof. I'm comfortable with the pool.
Pool roof is over there as well. Now, we're located on the top of the Terrace Crossing building.
So how many stories are we up here on the roof?
We are 5 stories up, my darling.
Okay, 5 stories up, so you can just hold my hand.
Okay.
It's a little windy up here.
It is a little windy. But we're actually coming to you so we can show you these things. These are actually the carillon that chimes here on campus, that we hear the music.
I love the music.
That music actually comes out of these speakers that are located on top of the Terrace Crossing building. And then we also, off in the distance, as you can see, our roofers who are putting on our new roof here at Terrace Crossing. There's 2 other speakers back there as well, pointing in the opposite end of campus to let everyone hear.
We want everyone to be able to enjoy the music here at Brethren Village. Now, the roofers are tethered to the roof. Kelly and I are not.
We are not.
And the wind is picking up, and there's not anything that we would not do for Brethren Village, and we wanted you to be able to experience the roof as well.
Yes.
So here is the Terrace Crossing roof. You can see 501 out there.
Yeah.
It is
pretty neat up here.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check this off my bucket list for sure, and hopefully never have to come back up here again because this is slightly terrifying.
It's really not.
Yeah. Well, you have a lower center of gravity than I do, so I'll blow off first. I think that's what we're saying. So that is where in the BV world is Becca and Kelly. And that is the July edition of the BV Morning Show with Becca and Kelly. We are coming to you from the roof, 5 stories in the air.
Yes, we are.
I'm freaking out a little bit, so I'm going to need to go to the bistro to get a Diet Coke to calm my nerves. I'm down on the roof. I'm so done.
Come back here. It's really not that bad. All right, folks. Well, Becca and I will see you again in August, so stay tuned for the next one coming up.